Of course, two of my most anticipated Nintendo Switch games are coming out just about a week apart, which is Fire Emblem Three Houses and Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order. Without further ado, let's jump on into this game. In recent years, movies depicting characters from the Marvel Universe have almost reached a fever pitch. We've had no shortage of t-shirts, games, or of course big screen interpretations of your favorite comic book heroes and villains. If you were a comic book fan back in the day, then you're probably basking in the glory of the comic book renaissance that is happening. As for the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games, these games were nothing short of a celebration and fan service to those who had grown up and loved the X-Men, Avengers, Spider-Man, and more. However, the franchise disappeared about a decade ago, aside from the current gen ports, leaving many to wonder if it would ever return. In this case, the game series has indeed made a comeback, finding a new home on Nintendo Switch. I've spent more than a handful of hours thus far plugging away at the main story in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order. During the first few hours of the game, it was clear that there is a little something for everyone in this game. From the blue and yellow shades of Wolverine's classic attire to the cast of the Avengers and even some more recent faces in the Marvel Universe, Ultimate Alliance 3 has a multitude of flavors within it to appease to all types of Marvel fans. One thing that personally means a lot to me is being able to see all of these characters in the same place. I'm obsessed with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and not just the movies, but also the TV shows that are canon but not really canon. I don't really know what they are, but I always want to see those characters with the movie characters. In this game, we get to see characters like Iron Fist with Spider-Man, Daredevil with Deadpool. It's freaking awesome. And one of the best parts of seeing all these familiar faces is being able to build your own team. You have a variety of ways in which you can build the ultimate team within the game. As I previously mentioned, there are tons of Marvel characters that will join you throughout the game. With each level completed, you usually have 3 or 4 new characters introduced. Now you can choose to exercise patience and level up the ones you've been using, or instead you can swap them out and try someone new. Switching characters can be done when you approach a shield point, which also opens up a number of different upgrade options. When accessing a shield point, you can exchange characters, look at hero specific traits, or upgrade pieces of your overall alliance enhancements under the lab tab. These are upgradable perks that work depending on who you have in your team. For example, you'll get bonus buffs for having members of the original Avengers in the same squad. And same goes for Guardians of the Galaxy and more. Individual upgrades can be done on the fly within the pause menu screen, but it is worth it to take a look, tinker, and swap out teammates when given the chance. To be transparent, the majority of what I've talked about gets introduced fairly quickly, almost to the point that you're overwhelmed by the amount of content that you're now in charge of monitoring. But after about 45 minutes or so in, things start to become second nature. At its core, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is an action-adventure role-playing game. However, combat is very much in its DNA, and that's been pretty obvious since the beginning.
More of them? Are you serious?
Each character has a strong attack that you use with the X button, a weak attack with the Y button, and special abilities. For example, the initial combat set for someone like Iron Man allows Mr. Stark to call upon a Unibeam Chest Blast, and you can upgrade these moves over the course of the game while also unlocking new ones. Outside of these standard moves, you also have access to the Synergy Link and Ultimate abilities. Synergy moves occur when two characters can deploy their special abilities together outside of the Ultimate abilities themselves. There are tons of different types of attack that I'll be sure to jump into in my full review in the coming days. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order is shaping up to be quite a meaty experience. I'm having a ton of fun with it so far. Overall, the game has much more depth than I originally anticipated, with lots of items to discover and unlockable characters out the wazoo. Each time I've picked up the controller thus far or taken it out of the Switch dock to play in handheld, I keep finding myself getting sucked in. I'm hoping that the game continues this trend all the way through until its end. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're interested, or maybe even that notifications bell if you're feeling generous. At Nintendo Enthusiast, I'm lucky enough to get games ahead of launch so I can tell you guys my honest opinion and help you with your purchasing choices. So if you made it this far, it really means a lot. I'll talk to you guys later.